Hey there, it's iRun here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. They've had the Commander Tanker mode back this time, and one of the ops that you have to complete is to do the Brawler mode. And I just want to show you a really quick video where fortunately, it's on the tank of Marivanka, but I'm going to show you a few different maps I think there's 4 maps. I'll show you 3 or 4 maps, and I'll show you how I made sure I could complete the Brawler trophy for those particular objectives. Now, one thing to know is I didn't always live, but the objective is to get the points so that you can move on and progress towards getting eventually the end of the season tier 8 tank. And I would say that the majority of times it's better to have a good heavy. You need to get 5 good shots, and a lot of times I did it with the Carnarvon. But, you know, you want a good heavy tank that will bounce a lot of shots too. Alright, let's look at a couple of games. Alright, we're on Provorka, or however you pronounce it. This is actually my favorite map to complete this particular objective. What we're going to do is, just like I pointed out there, I want just maybe maybe 2 other heavies to come right up to the center point with me. I was able to complete this several times and help some friends complete it. But we'll fast forward right now and get up to the actual start point, or the start point where I want to show you what's going on. Alright, we're coming right on up here to the encounter point, and what I want to do is I just want to see where the team is coming from. And because I have this railway and a dip, and I'm in a Carnarvon that has a great depression with its gun, I can stay on either side, stay hold down, and definitely get 5 hits. But every time I've played on this map, I've had a lot of success, except for one time where the commander totally went around the whole edge of the map and wiped out everybody else first, and then took us all on one by one by focus firing. One thing you'll notice during this particular round, the tanks are going to go ahead and focus on my teammates, and I'm going to use that to my advantage. Now, the commander here, I'm assuming he was a newer commander. He didn't know to use focus fire, but I'm just going to get some hits. So you have to get hits within 100 meters. So we're definitely within 100 meters. So that was 1. That was 2. So, and they actually have to penetrate. So you have to see that you're actually doing damage and getting credit points wise. Oh, also make sure you don't shoot them in the tracks. In this mode, tracks don't count, so shoot them everywhere but the tracks. Here, they're just focusing on the other guys, so I'm just taking freebie shots. I am trying to help my teammate out though, so here I'm going to try to take out some of these guys that are shooting at him. But again, not shooting at the tracks, because there's no point in trying to track him. You can't track him. All right, you can see this guy is aiming at me, but he's kind of pointed up, and I don't think he can point down at me. Like this one too. This guy here, it looks like he's pointing at me, but he has no gun depression to point down at me and actually hit me. So this is kind of just easy pickings. I won't say that everyone would go this way, but most of the games that I played on this map, unless the commander really knew what he was doing, this is pretty much how they went. Even when they're focusing on me right now, they're not pressing me. If they swarmed me, they would outnumber me, but they're just staying on that side and looking at me. I'm dipping down, letting them only hit my turret area, keeping my hull protected, and here we go. Down to 3 tanks left. Alright, with my gun depression here, make sure that I'm hitting that bottom plate. Only 2 more left. And here, so he can't shoot me at all, but I can go ahead and shoot his hatch right there. And this is the hatch. You want it on the mother lane. You want to shoot the right hatch. Here, I'll show you by shooting the left hatch. You'll see that it doesn't do any damage. It doesn't penetrate. I mean, if you had a tier 10 tank, it might do it, but that's tier for tier. And that's also shooting premium rounds, by the way, on the motherland. All right, so he's pressing. I'm gonna press with him. There we go. Alright, let's get here and I'll show you how we did. There you go, Brawler and Ruinous. And it's all me, which was, I believe, win two games in a row. Ruinous is you have to get destroy 3. Alright, we got Hidden Village this time. And I'm going to fast forward through most of this just to let you guys see it. But just to note here, I do die in this one. Actually made some bad plays. But I still got the Brawler, and I want to show you how I did it, where I went. I went up here to the hill and just went around the corner, where I figured one or more tanks would come. It actually ended up being pretty much his whole team, but again, this particular commander didn't know how to focus fire, or didn't command his team to focus fire, so they just kind of sat back and let me keep on shooting at them. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we go, taking the first shot. So you got to make sure that they do damage. I stuck a little bit too far out there, but I'm just going to use the hill to my advantage once I'm fully reloaded. Alright, see, that one didn't penetrate, so it doesn't count. So we got 1. You only got to get 5 hits, by the way. But if the commander was making his team push me, since they're all right here, and focus fired me, he could take me out in one... he could take me out before I accomplish this. Alright, so I just need 2 more. That one didn't count. So again, I probably should have took the time just to aim in like I did in the last game, but I didn't. Now let's aim in here. Alright, just need 1 more and it's game over. Or at least for the Brawler trophy, which was what I was trying to do here. I didn't really care if we won or lost. I just need to complete the Brawler to get the points to proceed on the objectives. So this is where I kind of get aggressive, but that was it. GG's. Alright, and as you can see here, my team actually lost. They got defeated, but I got the Brawler. Alright, 1 more game. Alright, the final one in this series, just to show you guys, this is Berlin, and this is kind of the strategy. It's a slightly different strategy, just based on the fact that the way this map is, I didn't want to get to where I would get swarmed out in the open. So let me get up here to the point where we were actually going to start, and then I'll show you from there. Alright, at this point I realize we have a huntsman that's out here all by himself, singled out. What I'm doing here is I want to make sure till I'm absolutely close, so I'm willing to take that hit. Now, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. You can see he says, hey, you're shooting spitballs, but I am doing some damage, so it does count. I make a few bad shots here. Like right there. But I still did 17 damage. So it did count. It just wasn't the most effective one. Alright, at this point though, I'm not sure in this game if I've actually completed it. So I want to get up here. I'm basically going to sacrifice myself to get up close, get personal, and make sure I get a couple more hits. Alright, let's get on up there. Alright, at this point, I'm going to wait till I get up close and personal. They're not looking at me, they're not even focusing on me at this point, so I can get up really close and get some shots. So there we go. That's 1, 2, So I'm pretty sure I have it by now, so if I die, it doesn't really matter. At least for this game mode. That bounced, but anyway. Alright, let's get to the end and we'll see what the results are. Alright, so we did win the game. And you see we got Brawler. So the main thing is, you know, just get up close, personal, and shoot them. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe below. I hope this was helpful. I know that there's 5 more seasons, or 6 total, so if you didn't get it last time, I'm sure these ops will repeat. And if you ever have any question on how to complete these or other ops, just let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, this is iRun, and we'll see ya.